One point or another, every chicken keeper or poultry rearer will undoubtedly ask themselves, what's up with my chicken poop or chicken droppings? Or what is my chicken poop actually supposed to look like? What should be the color or what should be the normal color of my chicken droppings? To be fair, it is a good idea to monitor your chicken droppings or chicken poop. Not only will it give you early insight into potential health and wellness problems among your flock, but it will also help acquaint you with what is normal or what looks normal with your chicken, or it won't make you to overreact to small changes. What's considered normal chicken poop can vary by the hen, by the time of the year, by diet. There are so many variables that go into healthy chicken poop. It can be brown, black, yellow or green, or it can be somewhere in between the colors mentioned. So how do you know what is healthy and what is not healthy for your chicken? Don't worry. I'll give you the lowdown on everything you need to know or you need to understand about your chicken droppings or chicken poop. That bring about this particular content tagged how to use chicken poop to diagnose diseases in your poultry pen. Before I continue with this particular content, let me briefly give you an insight of how chicken poop is produced within the livestock or within the chicken system. For the most part, chickens are not different from humans or other animals when it comes to how they produce poop, but there are some differences to be aware of. When a chicken eats and drinks, the water and food travel down the beak into the esophagus and then into the crop. There it is stored for a short time before it moves to the stomach. The digestive enzymes are added to the food before it travels to the gizzard, also known as the ventriculus, where it grinds up the food. In order for your chicken's body to be able to grind up the food, it needs to have grit. Grit usually takes the form of small stones that your chickens eat during their daily foraging. But if you keep your chicken or birds in confinement, you will need to add commercial grit to their diet to serve this purpose. The grit helps break the food down before it moves to the intestines. Once inside the intestine, the cecal branch of the small intestine absorbs water in the fecal matter. They also help to ferment matter that wasn't broken down before. Cecal empty their contents several times in a day. After that, the poop moves to the cloaca. There, the contents from the intestine combine with urethra, and which appears as white cap on the top of the face. Then it's onward or move upward as the poop passes through the bird's vent. Yes, the same place where the egg comes out from is where the poop also comes out from, the one you call chicken droppings. Now, what does chicken or healthy chicken poop look like? In most cases, chicken poop or chicken droppings will be some shade of brown. This can vary in consistency but often have a fluffy white cap. This white cap is uric acid, what would have been a urine in human or other animal. The solid is fecal matter or the digested food. Now, there are plenty of reasons why your chicken poop might be another color, and it doesn't have to be cause for a panic. You don't need to worry yourself so much about it. Although chicken poop is normally soft, mushy and brown, there are perfectly good reasons why it might look different every now and then. Don't panic immediately when you see odd color or odd color poop in your cup. After all, there are probably not a human out there that hasn't had a moment of pause after seeing purple poop in the toilet following the consumption of beeps. As you know, this is not an indicator of a major health problem. It is just that certain food or foods cause discoloration of the stool. This is the same truth with that of your chickens. Here are some of the most common alternative chicken poop shells and textures. Green chicken poop. Green chicken poop is pretty common, especially in pasture-raised chickens, caused by a diet that's heavy in green grass, weeds, and vegetables. It is usually nothing to worry about. Rarely, it can also be an indicator of intestinal parasite, the avian flu or Marek's diseases. But if there are no other symptoms accompanying the green droppings, don't panic. Teal droppings are also odd to see, but there is nothing worrisome here. They are usually caused by eating too much purple food like beef and red cabbage. The yellow chicken poop. As with green chicken poop, there are plenty of not even or other conditions that can cause yellow poop, including coccidiosis, intestinal parasite, kidney problems, or typhoid. However, if there are no other symptoms that are concerning or accompany them, the yellow chicken poop is probably caused by your flock eating lot of the following food I'm going to mention now. 1. Strawberries, corn, squash, and the rest of them. If they eat too much of this, it's going to discolorate their chicken droppings. The next one is the black chicken poop or black chicken droppings. The black chicken dropping or poop can be caused by intestinal bleeding. But if your chicken have not experienced any trauma lately, it's no more like that. They eat more charcoal. When they move around, they pick a lot of things. A burnt wood can change the color of their poop to make it dark color or dark color droppings. The next one is the runny brown chicken poop. This can be a sign of infectious bronchitis or E. coli. However, it is more likely that the chickens ate food that had a lot of water, like cucumbers or zucchini. It is important not to confuse running poop with fecal poop. Fecal poop looks more like pudding and usually comes out of a chicken once every 8 or so many times in hen's poop. This is perfectly normal. Here is what you need to know. Remember that the ceca of the small intestine that we mentioned earlier, they need to eliminate their stinky content several times a day. The cecal poop is a good sign that the digestive tract of your chicken system is working properly and perfectly well, and it can be any color from yellow to even black. It will have a different texture and color than the rest of the droppings, but the best indication that is cecal poop and not any other kind of poop will be unmascable and highly unpleasant with offensive smell. Next one is the red or orange chicken poop. Red or orange chicken poop is one of the scariest type of chicken poop to be seen in your coop or in your pen. It could be lead poisoning or coccidiosis, but usually it is harmless. It can be caused by slowing off of the intestinal lining, which sounds scary, but is totally beneath the internal tract. It happens from time to time. Make sure there is no blood, though bloody stool is another category altogether, and it can be tough to differentiate orange or red poop from bloody poop. In fact, orange strands are often easily confused for blood, so because they look so closely and they look alike. The next one is the white chicken poop. This has a tone of potential cause. It is important that you look closely at the droppings before trying to overanalyze them. Remember, all chicken poop will have white cap at the end. It is normal. However, fully white cap or poop can be caused by a variety of things. It is common when your chickens have been drinking more water than normal or have been eating waterlogged food like celery, watermelon, cucumbers, and the rest of them. That being said, keep an eye out for any other signs or symptoms or changes, because white poop can also be caused by kidney damage, stress, intestinal diseases, or vent glut, or even worms. Unusual large piles of brown poop. You probably already know that broody hens don't act quite like normal, but they also don't produce normal poop either. Large piles of brown poop are super common in broody hens because she is only leaving her nest a couple of times a day. She only has the opportunity to poop a few times. Therefore, she will deposit a large amount of poop when she does hop off the egg, and the poop is going to be stinky and very large. This could be normal. All these mentioned above are what normal chicken poop should look like. If by now you have not subscribed to this channel, look for the subscribe button below this content and click subscribe. Once you are subscribed, you always get automatic notification of any of our content or video once it is released. This is the Poultry Site TV. Poultry Site TV is for the global poultry and livestock farmers. We deal on everything concerning poultry and livestock in general, starting from the rearing, management, administration, and health issues of every livestock in general. If you are a poultry farmer and you are not subscribed to this channel, you are missing a lot. Click now, it is free. Bye till we release the next content tagged abnormal chicken poop and how to handle or take care of it. If this topic is very interesting to you and you find it very educative, share the link to your friends, groups, and other platforms, and let one farmer know the right thing to do at the right time. Goodbye till our content is being released again.